Screw it. I'm gonna get some people's opinions on this today. What is happening, YouTube? Welcome everyone, newcomers, oldcomers. What is happening, YouTube? VmakVenterol here, and I'm back with another episode of After Hump. This episode is actually dedicated to a couple things that I've seen in the past couple days, recently. And this episode is pretty much dedicated to every little thing that gets you mad, everything. Everything gets you mad, from my voice to people who stop at a red light trying to turn right and not turning right, to just every little thing, like someone kicking a dog, to whatever you can come up with. All those little things that just bugs the living crap out of you. Everything, all of it. I'm actually going to make a see, I'm actually going to make a player, what is it called? A players match? Is it a players match? Yeah, I'm going to make a players match. Because I want to get people's insights on this. Like, just legit. I want to get people's insights on it, maybe. But no, this like, I've seen it all too much. I've seen it all too well. People who just rage over the littlest things. I mean, yeah, we all get mad from time to time, but I mean, come on. Come on. Have a little bit of self-control. I mean, come on. I'm, you know, people got anger issues. I get it. I mean, hey, I get it. I have anger problems from time to time. I get it. We all get mad. You know, it's human nature. We're humans. We're imperfect. It's gonna happen. But to get mad to the point of the fact you blow your gasket, you look like Margin Boo. You got steam coming out of your head. Just boom, man. Sound like a damn teapot. Just saying. That to me is like a little too much. I'm just saying. I can't spell. That's okay. I'm gonna say max 8 characters. I'm gonna say how am I gonna do this? 8 characters. YouTube. YouTube 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're probably counting spaces too, because that's just YouTube 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. YouTube pod, maybe? No, see, they are counting spaces. So pod, yeah, pod. All right, whatever. It looks dumb, but it's whatever. Same language, yada yada yada. Yeah, put it on 6. There's no private slots. All right, there we go. Create this little series. But no, like, I've seen, I don't know how many people rage. Just go look up online. Just go type in on YouTube or go look up online. Go people raging. There's so many people who rage over the littlest things, from not being the boss of the video game. I mean, we all have our ups and downs on that one. To someone just cuts them off in like a line. Like, let's say you're trying to let's say you're standing in a checkout line, right? And you go to look over at the gum, because I mean, everyone looks at the gum and the chips and stuff. Everyone looks at that stuff, and then someone cuts you off and just slips right in front of you. People get mad and will blow a gasket over that. They're like, I've been standing in this line for 2 hours. Really, it's more like, 2 minutes, but still, they're like, no, I'm sick of this, sick of it. To the point where you're driving and someone cuts you off that way. Hello. There's so many different things that just happens. Just so many different stuff that just blows the gasket. Just take for example, how can I put this? I'll give a classic scenario. Let's say, coming up with scenarios on the spot sometimes is kind of difficult. Okay, so let's say that, let's say you're a basic guy, right? And you're working at a job, and you were working at this job for, 3-4 plus years, right? And you are in line for this promotion. In line. Do I watch chat? Do I watch it? Maybe. I don't even know what that is. But you are in line for a promotion, right? So you're in line, and like you are the next one in line, right? And then 2 months prior to this, all right, 2 months before the promotion, someone else comes in, some new person, some new cat, no name, you don't even know about him. He's new, he's fresh, he's just out of high school. You're like, I don't care about him. I've been here, I hold down the fort for 4 years. I've been here, I know my stuff. Just whatever, get this cat out of here. Just get him out of here. Whatever, get out of here. So you're like, oh, I ain't gonna sweat it. New person. So it's the day of promotion, right? And you get called into the office, right? You looking all sly, you got, you got your happy look on, because right? This is the day. This is the day that you are getting a raise. This is the day that you have been looking for a while. This is the day when you finally move up and you get out of whatever position you're in. This is the day when you can actually walk away from a job and be somewhat happy, right? So you walk in, you're like, yeah. Call you in the office. They're like, all right, sit down, Mr. Peterson. And you're like, yes, sir. And you sit down. It's like, right? You excited. You try not to show it on your face, but it's just like the aura around your body just screams excitement, happiness, right? So you sit down, and the boss is like, all right. So I know you're in line for promotion as of late. It's like, yeah, I am. It's like, so what I have to say to you is that, unfortunately, you did not make the cut. You don't get mad yet. You get a little confused, or you get confuzzled, as I like to say. You're confused, and you're puzzled. You're confuzzled. So, you're like, I was the only one in line. Like, who else was there? It's like, as far as I know, there was nobody else. And the guy says, look, I know this may come as a little bit of a shock to you, but we're giving it to Willie. You're sitting there, you're like, who's Willie? I never heard of this name. Who's Willie? And then the kid that started 2 months ago walks in, and he introduced himself as like, I'm Willie. So now you just start to raise it a little bit, and you're like, wait a minute, I've been here for 4 years. How are you gonna give my position, my promotion that I was lining up for to this guy who I don't even know who he is? Like, 2 months and 4 years. Like, and then you just start kind of raising a little bit, and it's like, I understand the situation. It's like this everywhere, in jobs, in school, in games. You just easily get mad, and there's nothing going on right here. And so I'm gonna actually exit this thing out. No, that's not what I wanted. How do you do this? It's been so long. How do you get out of this? Oh! Hey, buddy! I almost didn't even know who you were for a second. Hey, buddy! How's it going? Alright. So, yeah, dude, you just over the little stuff. Here's another example. I bet you 2 to 1, this will happen. If I click on the story mode, for those who actually watch this, or for those who just listen, doesn't matter. Right? If you're listening, I'm playing Tekken 7, clicked on story mode, throw it up to hardest difficulty, about to go through story mode, probably would rage. Because there's a lot of things I can't get through. Believe it or not, there's a lot of things I can't do. For those of you who are watching, you guys already know that, doing something on the hardest difficulty will make somebody rage. Depending on who it is or what they're doing. You just naturally rage. Because that's just... It happens, right? It happens. Life Like, if I went and tried this special chapter, which I have not been able to beat, I'll probably rage after, you know, trying to do it a couple times. Because the guy spams. And spamming actually bugs the living out of me. Like, I'm gonna just click on it. But no, like, people rage and get mad over everything. Like, over the little stuff. The one thing that I kind of, like, in a way, I like it, but at the same time, I don't. Because you shouldn't get so mad at a game that you just quit and you just never... It's either you quit that moment and you just walk away from it, or you quit and you never pick it up again. There's only been one game I had legit quit and never picked it up again. No matter what happened, I never picked it back up to this day. And that is Kingdom Hearts. The first game in the series, Kingdom Hearts. I've never picked that game back up again. I will help you through it, but don't ask me to play. I'll play Kingdom Hearts 2. I'll play any other Kingdom Hearts. I will not play the original Kingdom Hearts game ever again because of what experience I went through. Story time. So, I truly believed that I had the skills needed to go toe-to-toe with Sephiroth in an actual sword clashing fight. Well, granted, I had a Keyblade and he had a sword, so the quick size thing. Look at this crap. Look at this. Okay, he's not gonna constantly do it. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I went through and I was trying to go toe-to-toe with Sephiroth and the sword fighting dramaticness, and I was clashing, I was countering, I was doing, there was no like little techniques I was doing, it was just straight up sword fighting, right? After, oh my god, after an hour or so of doing nothing but sword fights, okay, maybe I should have warmed up before I just jumped in here. Oh my god. But after like an hour or two of sword fighting, I get him down to like maybe halfway or so. This was a long, intensive process, and I was way under level beforehand. So I think it was about 2 hours into it. I think. I'm actually gonna try a little bit here. I think it was about 2 hours into it where I actually got him down to the last bar of this sword clashing, healing myself, you know, dodging everything. I got him down to the last bar, right? I get him not only down to the last bar, but I get him down to 1 hit left. Like, I get him down to where the point where he has like 1 hit left. He goes and uses his supernova thing, or his meteor crusher, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I should have warmed up. But yeah, get him down to where he's got 1 hit left, okay? He uses his meteor crusher on me. I go down to 1 hit. Now, mind you, this is the moment where if I even blink, I lose. Like, it's that hard for, you know, shit to happen. So I get him down to 1 hit. He gets me down to 1 hit. I'm gonna try this again. I'm actually gonna go warm up a bit and then come back to it. So I get him down to like 1 hit, right? And then, you know, he gets me down to 1 hit. He drops down, and we are in this very moment. We are just clashing with swords. There, like, I'm floating in the air. Like, I literally had not sat down, and my feet did not touch the arena. I was in midair. I was constantly like blocking his sword attack with my sword attack. It was back and forth, ongoing, non-stop, just back and forth. His sword attack, my sword attack, for like maybe the next 5 minutes of non-stop sword action. He's flying around the room. I'm just in midair, just doing my thing, just non-stop.
To the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
My brother walked through the door. My brother opened up the door. He walked through the door, and he goes, "Hey, bro, have you beat him yet?" The sound of the door opening up, destroyed my concentration for a single second. And for that split second, I actually blinked a little bit, like I half blinked or something. And in that half blink, I lost Sephiroth in my point of view. I lost him in that half blink. Next thing I know, I'm getting hit in the back of the head with not the blade. No, not the blade, but the handle of the blade. So literally two, maybe 2.5 hours wasted of my life trying to beat Sephiroth. Underpowered, not really in the proper level of trying to beat him. And it just did not happen. All because my brother came in and said, how's it going? How you doing? I have not, like, he saw that and lost, and he goes, I see you're busy. I'll come back later. I have not picked up Kingdom Hearts ever since. I literally, like, raged so bad that I just never picked it back up. What difficulty is this on? Oh, I can't check difficulty. It's like, it seems a lot simpler than what it is. But no, I've not picked the game back up ever since. Never again. Now, I know that there is, you know, people will be like, well, if you've got anger problems, you know, go do therapy. Maybe go do, maybe there's some medicines for you. There's a little bit of, like, there's some maybe teas thing to drink. Maybe do a little bit of meditation. Maybe listen to, like, relaxing music. There's so many different ways to deal with anger. It is beyond stupid. The main thing that people have to kind of realize is when they are getting mad to the point of you're about to lose or blow your gap. Like that's my main thing I think about, is when you start to get mad and you lose / blow your gasket.
You gotta focus.
Yeah, focus. There's no focus. It's just pure destruction.
Fight.
Oh, okay, maybe not. So yeah, there's so many different things. Like, you've seen it in movies. You have literally seen it in movies. Take, what was it, Iron Man 2. Tony got mad at this guy. He got so mad at this guy that he's like, you know what? Here's my address to my house. Come get me. I'm looking forward to it. It just started to make me mad a little bit. See, you can get mad. You can get upset. It's just, you know, it's little things. Little things. Combo. Little stuff. Just all kinds of little stuff. But yeah, Tony's like, hey, you know, here's my street address. I'm looking forward to you showing up. I want to beat you up. I want to beat you up, man. I just want to beat you up. And then, you know, his house gets blown up. I mean, you know the thing. And if you don't know, go watch the movie. It's an okay movie. It does not top the first one. This is my opinion, but it was a pretty okay movie. Ooh. Use those kicks of fury. Drop the combo. Oh well. But no, it was a pretty okay movie, at least in my opinion. That was not the right buttons. But no, like, just everything. Like, just go up online. Go up online and watch, like, what is it? I don't remember who it's by. It's top 10 something. It's top 10, like, people who, like, rage in the game. I literally seen a video. Yeah, DDT. Okay. I literally have seen a video where the guy was playing a game and he got so mad that he put his hand through his computer screen. I don't know what you were doing. I don't know how long you were doing this for, to the point where you got mad enough to actually break your machine by punching right through the computer screen. I don't understand what possesses someone to just be like, this game, this life, just boom, hand through the screen. You ever had that one person? We all have this one friend. You ever had this one friend that just, like, every time you like are around him, you just kind of instantly get mad. He doesn't even have to say anything. Just the mention of his name just kind of makes you go, ugh. There's some form of you being upset. It's a real thing. This is not bullshit. This is real thing. We all have this one kind of friend. Some of you may have more than one, but we all have one kind of friend that just makes us do that. Okay. Just the mention of their name is just in disgust. There's just so much. I think the worst, well, maybe not the worst, but in my opinion, I think one of the worst kinds of times someone can rage is when they're in the car. That's at least my version to it, and I'm using that move a little too much, so I'm gonna try to back off from that. Ooh, what is it? Road rage. Road rage. My opinion of worst kind of rage is road rage. This is just my personal opinion. You may have a different one. The pokes are real. You may have a different one, but I mean, just my opinion. It's road rage. Did not see that jump kick. You could just be sitting at a stoplight. You know, you're behind someone, you're about to turn to the right, the guy in front of you is about to turn right, the light's red, there's no cars coming, and the guy sits there. The guy sits there the entire time until the light turns green and then turns right. And you're like, my man, any other driver would have turned right, especially if there was no cars coming and they're sitting in the right lane waiting to go. You know, they're just like, hey, turn. Even you start looking, you're like, there's legit no cars coming to my left or the right. Turn. You gotta turn. You're running late now because this guy decides to stop and stay at a red light, and you just start to get, you know, a little bit upset. You keep going on a little bit more, and then you see someone who is, you know, who needs to turn, but instead of actually signaling that he needs to turn, he just immediately, boom, slams on the brakes. Slams on the brakes until, you know, you're like, oh, what's going on? And then turns on the no, and the second he turns it on, makes his turn. And you're just like, I had legit, like, I messed up my brakes because of you. Like, you see how this works? I messed it up because of you. Like, brakes are fried, you know, whatnot. It's not a good feeling. Ooh. Okay, I was like, sorry, I had to take a drink. Take a drink, take a swig. Alright. But no, like, just every little thing. Between games, movies, life in general. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. I did not rage. Did I rage? No, not doing this movie, but I know a lot of people raged. Batman vs. Superman. Yes, I went there. Batman vs. Superman. Some people are absolutely mad about this movie, and then others are like, I don't care. I just don't. Okay, just I have heard people say that I cannot believe I spent this much money for a movie that was so hyped up and it did not deliver on the payout. I've heard some people say that they want their money back, and I messed up that thing. Maybe I didn't do it fast enough. I've heard other people say that they should never make another movie. I heard some people say that if not for the fact that Wonder Woman was in there, woo! Okay, I've heard some people say that if not for the fact that Wonder Woman was in there, the movie would have flopped. Just so many different things. So many different things. Just break your leg. break it! Break it off! Okay, had to beat her. She was kind of being irritating. I don't like low people. My weakness is low attacks. That's why I don't do good with Eddie Guerrero. At least fighting against him. Anyways, yeah, so there's just so many different things. And there is help that you can do. There's help that you can get, guys. Like, you... maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're the guy who just lives for the thrill of being angry. I don't know. Like a boss right there. Boom! Look at that. I'm leaping to the left and he's just like, whatever. It's my building. I know what is coming. Got that sense. But no, like, maybe that's what you do. Maybe you live your life just to be angry at everything. At everything and everyone. Well, here's the thing. If you're that angry at life itself, then something happened to your life that made you that way. This is my opinion. Dead? No?
Great.
Okay. Alright. No, if you're angry at life or you're mad at life, then there's something that's going on in your life that made you that way. It's not like an instant thing. It's not like, oh, this is just what happens. There we go. It's like, you will respect the king. Crown him. Alright, I got a little serious there for a second. That's why I kind of got quiet on you guys. I'm sorry. I had to apologize for that. But no, like, if you get mad to the point where you're just, like, mad at the world, then you have a problem with your life, and you need to kind of, like, reflect what you're doing. Maybe it's the girlfriend or boyfriend you're with. Maybe it's the job. Maybe it's the vehicle. Maybe you have to just switch your environment of where you live, your setting, something. But you need to get help. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to get help. Now there's sometimes that, you know, people rage. I mean, yeah, is it okay to rage? In my opinion, I believe so. Oh, okay, I can't believe I got that off. He might be dead here. No. Woo. In my opinion, I believe that people should kind of rage a bit because it is an emotion and you shouldn't keep that bottled up inside, but not to the point where you're like throwing tables, or I'm sorry, flipping tables, throwing chairs, screaming, putting holes through the wall, smacking your siblings. Just no, there's no point. There's no point in doing that stuff. Just no. Just no, guys. Come on. I don't, like, it can be over the stupidest thing. The stupidest, okay, story time. Yeah, I'm full of stories. There was a period where, you know, when my wife was pregnant, that I easily made her mad at stuff. I think it was when she was pregnant. Maybe it wasn't, maybe, no. I don't remember if she was pregnant or not, but no, there was a period that, you know, I easily made my wife mad over, like, the little things, and I didn't understand that. Eventually, you know, we worked it out. We talked through it, guys. It's very important. We talked through it, and she just made a comeback victory because I'm not focused. But no, we talked through it. We worked it out. But then in that moment, I made her so mad that she was cooking breakfast at the time. She was making an egg mess, or as some people like to say, a mix-up. I don't know how you word it, but, you know, scrambled eggs, potatoes, sausage, all that fun jazz with the cheese. You know, she was making a mix-up, and she was working on potatoes. I made her mad. I don't remember how I made her mad, but I got to the point where I made her so mad that she came to the room that I was in. I don't remember where I was at. She came all the way to the room I was in with a potato in hand and tossed it at me. when she tossed it at me, the potato did not come close to me. It didn't even fly in my direction. She tossed it, and the potato went right instead of going straight. To this day, if you ever see me or my wife and we say potato, it's like an inside joke, because it's like, oh, someone trying to throw something at you, it didn't make its target, it was way off course, so we say potato, and we just kind of get a good laugh. But no, got to the point where she got so mad at me that she's like, I'm gonna throw a potato at you. And then we just both kind of stood there, and we laughed at the fact that the potato didn't even make it close to her mark, and then we're both happy afterwards. We kissed, made up, all that fun jazz. Potatoes. But no, it's little. It could be the littlest things. It could be like the most extreme stuff. It just. I mean, there's some things that some things are actually acceptable to get mad at, but not to the point where you're going to blow up. Just blow up. I'm about to bring this back. Maybe. Respect the king! What'd I say? Ooh. Respect the king! I know I'm not wearing my crown today, but woo! Respect them, potato. The
final round. Fight.
Yup. The key to a happy marriage. No, I wouldn't say potato is the key to happy marriage. I wouldn't say that much. I would say actually talking through your issues, communication would be a key to a good marriage. Because if you guys ain't communicating, then it's like y'all in the dark. So, I'm getting a little upset at this. But you know what? I'm not to the point where I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna throw the controller. I'm gonna be like, oh, this game just. Ah! It would have worked. She said, "Respect my gangster." All right.
You lose. Continue.
Yeah, I definitely will continue on that one. But no, there's so much, so much to this. What is it? There's a group. I've never been to one. And I've never seen one done. I've seen clips in movies, but good old anger management class. What does that teach you? What is it? Quick course on anger management. What does it teach you? Calm down, reflect, think about your decisions. Don't just do them. Think about them beforehand. Deep breaths, breathe, count backwards from 10, all that fun jazz. I don't know. That's practically anger management right there. That and listening to people and their problems and actually helping out with their problems. Yeah. And then, in this. Alright! Wasn't expecting all that slapping of glory right there, but that's okay. But no, there's certain things that just happens. It happens. It really does. It happens. I actually thought this was going to be a longer thing, but I don't really know what else to say on this. So on that note, thank you for stopping by. If you do have anger problems, please go get some help. Talk to your wife, talk to your boyfriend, talk to your husband, talk to your girlfriend, talk to your parents, talk to your sibling, talk to your animals. Talk to someone. Get some help that you need. There's plenty of resources out there that will help you solve this problem. Just get the help that you need. Alright? This is VmakVenterol signing out. Later, guys.